All right, who I'm here with?
Shit, my name's Noah.
Noah. Where you from?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
All right, born and raised.
I was out there since I was 7. I moved down here when I was 7 years old. My parents they wanted to, cause it was me and my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel me. They was like, ain't a good spot to raise kids. You
Mm.
feel me? My early memories, I remember not being able to leave the front of the crib, not being able to go out, play, things
Mm.
like that.
Right.
We didn't have a yard or anything of that nature, so it was pretty much I would go out. My mom would stand outside.
Mm-hmm.
I would ride my little bike. She would walk down the street, would turn around, come back. It just wasn't a flourishing area to be raising kids. So that was like, let's move out here. I had some family out here, so we came over this way. And when we moved down here, we got everything set up, and then the family we moved down here for moved back to Jersey.
Mm.
So I don't really got too much family out here, but I just build bonds with people.
Right.
I got my little circle and everything. So
So how long you
it's
been out here for again?
20 years, almost
20
20
years.
years. Yeah,
Mm. So you plan on like moving anywhere after this, or just like the final stop?
definitely. I definitely plan to move. I might move back to Jersey, but maybe South Jersey because a lot of my family is down south in Jersey. I plan to move over there, probably stick it out there for like a year or two,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to move down south more, maybe like Virginia, some of that area.
All right. Any children?
No children,
No children. All right. All right. Single.
single.
All right. For anybody's hearing this, he's single, y'all. All right. Don't go flooding the comments just yet. But flood the comments. You
You feel
understand
me?
me? But I'm gonna tag him in the video in case y'all want to get to know more about him. So the painful experience, like you ever lost a loved one?
So I've been dealing with loss since for as long as I can remember.
Right.
So I have 9 other brothers and sisters, but I'm the youngest boy. So my parents had me when they was already in their 30s.
Wait, you got 9 brothers and sisters,
Yes, sir.
and you the youngest out of everybody.
I'm the youngest boy. I have
Yeah.
two younger sisters. One of
Mhm.
them is younger by 2 months. The other one is younger by like a year, not even a year actually, maybe like 8, 9 months.
8, 9 months.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So you say you've been down through losses all your life. So
all my
what,
life.
what was the one that really impacted your life? Was like, yo, I can't believe this happened.
When I lost my great uncle Robert Rahimahullah. I'm Muslim, so
Alright.
that's why I said what I
Alright.
said. That's whenever we bring up passed away people, we have to say that as like a little prayer, to I guess honor them.
Mhm.
But that was the hardest. That was probably the most painful loss I ever experienced because he was like a pillar within my family and a pillar, excuse me,
Mhm.
within his community. Um, it was kind of like the glue that really held the family together.
Mhm.
Anytime we had gatherings, cookouts, anything like that, it was always at his house.
So it
Fa-
hasn't been the same since.
Not at all, not at all. My great aunt, she's widowed.
Sorry to
She
hear that.
she never moved. She gonna never move on.
Mm.
Never. You feel me? That man was her everything.
Mhm.
So things really haven't been the same. Think about him every day to this day. He was a big part of a lot of our lives. He was a big part of mine.
Mhm.
He was more like another father than an uncle.
Mhm.
He helped raise me, taught me values, hard work. The land that he lived on, he had a lot of acres. So going over there, I got to see some country, hard work, so that really helped my understanding of work ethic
Mhm.
and hard work in general. He always believed in me. He was strict, what I'm saying, but that helped me.
Yeah.
He didn't spoil nothing. Everything had to be earned. He showed me kind of what life was back in the day.
Mhm.
One thing that he didn't do for me but did for my father was you weren't allowed to eat until you got some work done because there's always work to be
There's
done.
always work to be done.
There's always work to be done. So it's like we wake up, we out in the yard now,
Mhm.
taking care of something,
Mhm.
anything, cutting the grass, you feel me, raking leaves, whatever the case, we was on it. So he really instilled the fact that you have to earn things. You got to earn your keep. Nothing gonna be given to you.
Right.
You feel me? So that was kind of like a driving force,
Mhm.
for me to really lock down on things and really,
Mhm.
push through. It was hard, man. When he went, it was a lot of tears. He was in the hospital for a while before he actually went. And I remember something my dad told me, because he, for my dad, was like another father, because my dad didn't grow up with a father. You know, my grandfather, I didn't even have an opportunity to meet him.
Right.
You know, he met his demise being in the streets. You feel me? He wanted to be a G. He was a gangster. He was doing his thing in the streets. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my dad lost his dad when he was 9 years old. I didn't even have the opportunity to meet my grandfather on my dad's side. And so my great uncle was way more like a father to my dad than an uncle.
Right.
You know, so we had a conversation with my dad when he was in the hospital. He was like, you know what, nephew, I'm tired. I'm tired. You feel me? He was fighting, you know, the thyroid and everything. Thyroid, that thing go, you feel me? It's pretty much curtains, you know what I'm saying? So he told me, it was like, I'm tired, you know? And when my dad told me that, I started preparing myself, you know, tired of fighting. I understand he's suffering.
So prior to him passing, how did you deal with this? How are you dealing with this now to this day?
To this day, how did I deal with it when he was in the hospital going through it? It was hard. I kind of had to tell myself that it's part of the circle of life. You feel me? Not everybody's gonna live forever. Not everybody's gonna have an easy way to go on their way out. You know, we all wish to go peacefully in our sleep, you know, and just drift off. Not everybody gets that. So I really knew that I had to start preparing myself for it when I visited him in the hospital. And I saw he lost all this weight. His body was just shrunken, you know, voice really weak.
Yeah.
He ain't look like my uncle. You feel me? That really set in. So what really kind of like helped me prepare was you know, telling myself and reminding myself of the state that he was in when I saw him in the hospital. He don't want to go through that. I don't want to see him go through that, because I know he's suffering. He lost all that weight, everything. Like, I know he was suffering, and I didn't want him to suffer anymore. So I knew his time was coming. I thought that I prepared myself, but when he really went, I wasn't prepared. You know, it sent shockwaves through our family, extended family, everything. You know, it hurt. A lot of tears going back to his house, which, you know, they still own. It's still there. We still go over there. He still got the basketball hoop up that we, you know, grew up hooping on. What really helped me get through it was remembering him for who he is, and remembering just all of the positives that he brought to my life. You know, he wanted me to keep pushing. He wanted me to accomplish my goals, move further, you know. So that kind of remembrance, as opposed to he not being here, remembering that, remembering the positives, the values he instilled in me, you know, the laughs we shared, all the moments, all the bonding, you know, that is what really helped me push through and remember him not in sadness but in happiness. You know, it's upsetting, you know, that he didn't get to see me graduate high school. He didn't get to see me, you know, play football, these things. But I kind of look at it this way, that he may not physically be here, but his spirit is within all of us, within my family, within all of the people lives that he touched, you know. And I feel like when I'm on that field, he looking down on me right now, you know. So that's really what helped me remember him in happiness and not in sadness, was just the fact that, you know, he did a lot for me, for the family, and remembering that, as opposed to the fact that he's not here.
All right. And I appreciate your time and energy with me. So, you know, 5 minutes with me earns you $5. Would you like me to give you this $5?
No,
All right.
not at all. That's all right.
All right.
You feel me? You could, somebody else could use that $5 more than I could use that $5. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So
I appreciate your time, man.
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.